There you go, guys. There's your paint video. I was just, well, I got all my footage together there, and, but I haven't started editing the video, and let me explain why. I've been holding out so long on this stupid, video thing. Not stupid, but, you know. Anyway, so, I got the car painted. Everything turned out good. Very good. Very, very hard for me color to spray. That's what I was going for. I wanted to challenge myself, and I definitely got a challenge. I did use, you know, the cheaper paint. It's harder to cover, especially this color, light color. I put a white sealer on it and sprayed the green over the white sealer. I mean, to be, you know, completely honest with you guys, of course we don't hold anything back. When I look at it in a certain way in the sun, you can somewhat see there is some striping in it. Not bad. Regular average Joe will not see it. I'm not disappointed. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. There's, you know, like I said, there's just a couple spots here and there. It's just like the doors, I can see some blotchiness or a little bit here and there. It's not a high quality, you know, not professional paint job, but it looks awesome. Everybody that sees it says it's awesome. So it turned out good. Great for me for my very first time doing this, especially with me picking out such an obnoxious color. So anyway, I was moving it here and there, and I started hearing a loud ticking sound. It turned into not really a knock, but it was definitely a valve. So, pulled it apart, and my exhaust valve there was stuck open. So, I got the valve out. The guide's in there. I got to pull the guide out. I ordered a new valve, new guide, new retainer, new spring. From what I saw, and if anybody knows about flatheads, let me know, but from what I understand, the exhaust valve does not have a seal in it. I think it's just the intake valves, because all I saw online for valve seals was for the intake. So, and the guides are different on these than the V8s. These are pressed, I believe, in. I don't think there's anything holding the guide in as far as a retainer for the guide, or there's clips that the V8s have. I have to make sure I get the depth correct. I think it's like 1/8 of an inch or something like that. I just plan on marking it and then taking it out from the top somehow. And then when I put the new one in, I'm going to put the guide in the freezer overnight to shrink it down, and then, you know, tap it in there. But there's, you know, these cylinders aren't, you know, there's a lot of carbon in that buildup. These cylinder heads, when I pulled the head off, rusty water came out of the head, and I was looking at the head gasket, and these ports here weren't matching up with the head gasket. The head gasket had like just a little hole here for the water to get through. It wasn't this whole deal. I think that's wrong. I mean, you know, obviously, I think it had the wrong head gasket on it, and it wasn't getting proper water up into the head. I don't think that, I mean, I don't know if that would affect the valves at all. I mean, ideally, yes, you should put all new valves, you know, while I have it apart, put everything in here. This engine is not meant for me to dump a bunch of money into. The whole plan, when I first bought the car, was to, let me be careful not to show you guys anything, because you know how I am. I'm a tease. But the whole plan was just to run this engine as long as I can until it doesn't run anymore, and then eventually, you know, look for a 289 or an old F-150, you know, throw a 3.2 in it, get a different rear end, and not looking for horsepower, just looking for reliability, basically. That's the most important thing to me, is the reliability. I want to be able to drive this car long distances and enjoy it. You know, a lot of you guys go out to shows and cruise-ins and stuff, and you know, get to drive your cars long distances, and I want that. So here's the head here. Oh shit. If you look at that there, you can see where the water was pushing up against that. I don't know what the hell they did. That's the head gasket there. So that, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to get a new head gasket, obviously, new gaskets for this. These studs, this is the exhaust manifold going into the exhaust. These were froze up. I had to start cutting, and I cut into the stud. You can buy these studs. I'll probably have to get the torch and heat this up around here and try and get these out. These aren't coming out right now. So I'm going to do that. And I got the taillights in there and all shined up. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the rest of the car. But I promise you guys that I will have a color video. I've got footage of me spraying. I don't know, I want to do some fancy schmancy editing though, you know. I like messing around with that stuff. So, got a little overspray down in there. Nothing too bad. Go up in there and clean it up. But that's where I'm at. I'm trying to get this engine back up and going. There's the valve there. It just froze up. So